Brace yourself, Blackhawks fans, because hope is both rising and wavering in Chicago's hockey world. There's a sense of renewed optimism thanks to our dynamic draft class, but a storm of doubt hovers over the team's off-season strategy. The question on everyone's mind: has management done enough to turn the ship around? Let's dive in. One of the NHL's storied Original Six franchises, the Blackhawks are no strangers to adversity. The last several seasons have tested the patience of even their most loyal followers. The selection of wunderkind Connor Bedard recently sparked fresh excitement about the team's long-term trajectory. And while the future certainly shines brighter these days, the road to the Stanley Cup still looks bumpy, especially following a frustrating off-season in which General Manager Kyle Davidson struggled to bring substantial upgrades to the roster ahead of the 2025-26 campaign. But here's the twist that's keeping fans engaged. The 2025 NHL draft brought new reasons to believe, as Chicago added several high-upside prospects to its ranks. A draft class stacked with potential. The Blackhawks' poor performance in 2024-25 did have one perk: a prime spot in the draft order. With the third overall pick, Chicago nabbed forward Anton Frondell, who tallied an impressive 25 points in 29 games playing for Djurgårdens IF in Sweden's Hockey Allsvenskan League. But the team wasn't done yet. They also selected Vaclav Nestrasil, a forward who lit up the United States Hockey League, scoring 42 points in 61 outings with the Muskegon Lumberjacks. Nestrasil is already committed to the University of Massachusetts Amherst for the 2025-26 season, signaling his continued development. Rounding out Chicago's trio of first-round picks, forward Mason West joined the fold. West split time last season between the Fargo Force, USHL, and Edina High School, amassing a combined 58 points in 41 games, a stat line that turned a lot of heads. He's booked to play for Michigan State University in 2026-27, but will hone his skills with Fargo in 2025-26. Now here's the part many ignore. These three young stars may not don a Blackhawks sweater for a couple more years, but their potential is sky high. With the right mentorship and gradual development, each is capable of becoming an everyday NHL contributor, perhaps even future stars who can inject life and scoring punch into Chicago's lineup. For a team in need of transformation, landing this much young talent is a crucial first step. But are prospects alone enough to change the course of a franchise? The off-season, where did Chicago fall short? However, the ice gets slippery when it comes to this summer's roster moves. Right now, the Blackhawks remain a squad largely built around the brilliance of Connor Bedard, but even the brightest star needs support. Davidson was tasked with making this team tougher to beat and capable of more than just another rebuilding year. So what exactly did the front office do? To start, Davidson prioritized re-signing key contributors from last year. Goaltender Arvid Soderblom secured a 2-year extension. Blue liner Louis Crevier signed for another 2 years. And forward Ryan Donato was rewarded with a 4-year deal following a career-best campaign. These moves provide a foundation, giving younger prospects time to develop without too much immediate pressure. Chicago's activity in the free agent market was limited, perhaps frustratingly so for some fans. The most notable addition was centre Dominic Toninato, who signed a modest 2-year, two-way contract. On the trade front, Davidson shipped centre Joe Veleno to Seattle in exchange for veteran forward Andrei Burakovsky, a player who managed 37 points over 79 games last season. To add forward depth, the Blackhawks dealt a 6th-round pick to Buffalo for Sam Lafferty, who contributed 7 points in 60 appearances last season. Here's where conversations get heated. Was it enough? Despite some action, the Blackhawks largely missed out on the top free agents, with only one meaningful signing to show for their efforts: The trades brought experienced players, but the question remains whether these moves will move the needle for a team desperate to climb out of the basement. Is Burakovsky poised to flourish in Chicago and help accelerate the rebuilding process? Or will the team's scoring woes continue? With plenty of off-season left, there's still time for surprises. But for now, the general feeling around Chicago is one of disappointment and skepticism. And this is the part most people miss. Will the infusion of homegrown talent eventually lead to success? Or should management have done more right now to support Bedard and fans who crave a quick rebound? Are you optimistic about the draft haul? Or do you believe the Blackhawks should have been more aggressive, both in free agency and the trade market? Let's hear your take. Has Davidson's approach set the team up for a brighter future? Or are the Blackhawks simply stuck in neutral until further notice? Share your thoughts and join the debate.